Welcome back to the Off the Top podcast. Today, me and Tom will be drafting the best rappers from three different decades. We got the 90s, 2000s, 2010s. Also, we will be blind ranking some albums, but like every week, we got some small topics to go through first. So, got a couple album announcements from some of our favorites. So,
Oh yeah, some
what we
big
got,
ones.
Tom? Yeah. We got Tyler, the Creator, announces Chromacopia, which kind of popped out of nowhere. For me,
Yeah.
I didn't really even hear anything about it until he officially announced it.
Recently we talked though, he was in the news going on interviews. We're like, does this mean we're getting music soon? Answer is
Right,
yes.
right. And it'll be dropping
The 28th of October.
the 28th of October, which is a Monday. And I believe he's dropping it at noon.
Yeah.
So that's about a week and a half from now, about 10 days from today. Today's the 18th. So what do you think? What are your expectations for this, man?
I probably have way too high of expectations. We just literally not even a month ago listened to his whole discography. Went on
Right.
for 2 hours on one of these episodes about how amazing Tyler is and how great his discography is. How he has one of the best discographies outside of like Eminem and Kanye and Kendrick. He's in that conversation. Discography, like we just did all of this.
Maybe, yeah,
And
shit,
now
maybe.
we're getting a new album, new visuals, new rollout. Like Tyler does. Like he goes all out with album rollouts. Camp Flognaw is in November, so it's like 2 weeks before Camp Flognaw the
Yep,
album's
yep.
dropping.
Andre 3K.
I'm ready.
Uh,
Already surprise
confirmed.
features on the snippets and stuff. Like
Oh,
we
I'm
got
excited,
track
man.
1 already. Like
Yep.
I'm in. I mean I have the word radical
Right.
tattooed on my
Now
arm.
we're locked
So
in.
I'm locked in.
I'm excited. Any feature predictions? Who you think's gonna be on here?
I guarantee we get Rocky again. Because they're
Think
just like
so?
they're
Okay.
boys. I do think okay, so the first song got leaked and everyone's like, ooh, Frank Ocean's on this. But he's not actually on it. It's someone else's voice. People just want it to be Frank
Okay.
Ocean. I do think
Yep.
Frank's on the album though.
That's what I was gonna say. That was my number one prediction. I
He
think
has
that's
to be.
everybody's guess. Frank's
He
got to
has
be
to be.
on there. Right.
Earl, I want an OF member on there. If it's not Frank, I want because the last
Low
2
key?
albums there's been no OF members, right? Or is it just the last one?
I think just the last one, or
Igor
maybe
has no features.
I think
Maybe
wasn't
it's just
Damo on
Igor.
Call Me If You Get Lost? Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
maybe
think I'm
Damo was
thinking
on
just
that.
Igor. But one of them, I remember us talking. It had no OF members. We were like, it's kind of sad, but it makes sense
Yeah.
because he's maturing. But I want
It
some
just wasn't the
OF.
vibe of the album.
I want an OF member. Earl, Frank. Bring the guys back. Get Damo
Yeah.
on there.
That'd be sick, man.
Dude.
Nah, low-key, I think Playboy Cardi could make an appearance for real.
Do they have a song together? Ever?
I don't think they do. Let me double check that.
No, the song I was thinking of is actually the one with NBA YoungBoy. That's not Playboy Cardi at all. So I don't think they do. Because I was thinking, what's that song he just had on Call Me If You Get Lost? But I think I'm thinking of the NBA YoungBoy.
Nah,
one.
they definitely don't. Oh, Earthquake. He's an Earthquake?
Oh, there's not. I think there's like a little bit of ad-libbing or something.
I was gonna say, I didn't even
Or
know
maybe
that.
he has a writing credit on it. I don't think he's actually vocalizing on the song.
Wow, I didn't.
Maybe though.
Okay, that just blew my mind, kind of. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And yeah, like you said, Tyler always goes all out with his albums.
He
Creates
does the
new
music
characters.
videos.
Yeah,
He does all
goes all out. The full concept albums with the characters. The
merch.
what's
the full
he
everything.
building the atmosphere really of the album. So, do we have a picture of the album cover here in the links? I think we do.
I do have the album cover right here. Let me get it up on the screen because I don't really know the album cover. I'm not 100% sold on yet. This is the
okay.
album cover on the screen. It doesn't have the parental advisory or anything yet, but like I like it. It's cool, but I don't like. Is this the final album cover? I don't know how I feel about it.
Think it is. And at first I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But after the past couple of days, like day or two of seeing it, I've really started to like it a lot more. I really love the green and like on the black and white background. I think looks great. Him with the simple like mask and the suit. I think it looks fire. And it really makes me, because album covers can get you excited for albums. And I think they actually play a role in the album in a big way, but I'm excited for this one.
The cover makes me feel like it's going to be maybe like a darker, more menacing side than like comparing it to Call Me If You Get Lost. Call Me If
That
You
would
Get
be
Lost is like
fire.
a high energy, upbeat album, and this doesn't really read that vibe. I
No,
don't know.
definitely not. Yeah, I mean, yeah. In comparison to the "Call Me If You Get Lost" cover, "Call Me If You Get Lost" cover is bright. He's got the bright clothes with the backpack. He's on the move. It's sunny outside. He's in nature. Here
Yeah.
he's kind of just in the dark with a mask on. Like, yeah. So you might be right. Maybe a little darker vibes from this one, which excites me even more. But yeah, I really fuck with the album cover.
And he gave
But
us the first track, or at least a snippet of it, called Saint Chroma. His caption is literally just one Saint Chroma. We're all assuming
yep,
it's track one on the album, but yeah, the visuals on the snippet are crazy. Like he's gonna
yep,
go all out. He always does. I am very much looking forward to reviewing and
yep.
listening to this album in 2 weeks.
And not
Literally two
only
weeks. It's not long at
yeah,
all.
2 weeks on a Monday too, which I appreciate because
Yeah, we
why
get to
not?
listen to it a couple times before we come on here and review it. Like the other, usually albums drop at midnight. We have like 17 hours to listen to these albums and prepare and take notes. We'll have like 3 or 4 days to live with this one, which is nice.
So, do you think? Okay, is it possible? I guess not. Is it possible? Because obviously it's possible that Tyler ups his last project, but
Yeah, I'm
I
expecting it.
don't know. I'm really curious. Do you think he takes like a unique sound with this one? Does he kind of go back to the old, like darker? I don't know.
Because
I'm really
the
I'm curious.
the cover does remind me of like the Goblin cover almost, like dark and menacing, a face with a mask, right? Like that's
Yeah,
kind of the
and
Goblin cover, like reimagined.
you've got just the Saint Chrome.
You
Yeah,
muted? Oh
am
no,
I?
you just cut out for a sec. You're good.
My bad. For the Saint Chroma single, you got the like you said, the visuals of him just stomping around.
Yeah,
It's like it's an army beat in the background, like almost a left, right, left type beat. It's interesting. I don't know. I'm excited to where it goes, and yeah, I'm interested to see some features too. I think, like we said, Frank's gonna be on there. Hopefully, maybe a Cardi feature, probably ASAP Rocky. That's probably three that you can bet on those ones.
a Sid feature. Like I'm sure it's the usual suspects, but I bet we're surprised with something. But
Yeah,
Tyler's given us no reason in the last, what did Goblin or Bastard come out? Oh, 08. In the last 16 years, he's given us no reason to believe that this will be a bad album.
so,
Like,
what was your
really.
favorite Tyler album when we ranked them?
No contest, it's Flower Boy.
Flower Boy, no
Yeah,
contest.
no
Yeah.
contest.
See, Call Me If You Get Lost is one of my. I think I said it was top two. I think I like Igor and Call Me If You Get Lost were like 1A, 1B for me, but I don't know. It's gonna be hard because Call Me If You Get Lost has that trap style, like almost pure. It's like more rap than his
It's my
past
number two.
like few before that. Flower Boy, Igor, you know what I'm saying? So I really enjoyed that he went back to like the rapping trap style kind of almost on that album.
Yeah, with
But I'm
modern features and whatnot. It's a fun album.
so I don't know if we'll see like rapping Tyler on this album or more like production Tyler or vocal Tyler, but we'll see.
Cause yeah, man. Like I really don't know what to expect, but yeah, his last three. I mean, all of his projects are pretty damn good. Even Bastard and Goblin
Yeah.
hold up, but the more recent three are like Flower Boy's literally on the top 100 albums of all time list, and it's pretty high on the list. People love Igor. That's like the universal favorite. Call Me If You Get Lost was great. Like I think it
Yeah.
won the Grammy for Rap Album of the Year, just like Igor did. Well, yeah, it did.
I
He won the
think it's a
Grammy.
little underrated personally.
Yeah, it is. I agreed. People don't talk about it, but he won the Grammy for it. So like it is,
Yeah,
he has the hardware to go with it, but I'm so excited.
that's true. And not only is Tyler the Creator dropping an album, but we also got an album announcement from Absol. He's going to be dropping Soul Burger November 8th. So I think Schoolboy Q tweeted and he said, "We got two more of my homies' albums to drop." So I'm assuming one's Absol and one is Kendrick. And it's going to round off the year of the West, I guess we could call that this year. But
He
I
said
don't
two
know.
more after Ab Soul announced.
Yeah, I don't know. I
So
don't
there's
know if he was
four
including
total.
that.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
not
we don't
sure.
know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, but
Because when
I
I
don't
read
know.
that tweet,
Again,
I was like, oh, there's two more. Like
yeah,
Tyler, Absol, Kendrick, and another one. Like that's how I
right.
read
I
it.
guess I didn't keep in mind Tyler but yeah, he is
This
definitely a
year
homie.
is this year is insane.
is ruled by the West almost for real. But yeah, this year for music just in general is really crazy.
Now we're
But
getting Tyler and Kendrick too. Like, bruh,
so what do we think? Kendrick feature on the Absol joint?
I would not be shocked at all by that.
Wouldn't be shocked, but he wasn't on Schoolboy Q's, and he
Yeah, he
hasn't. The
wasn't.
only music he's released since the beef is only singles and shit. He's not made an appearance on anybody else's anything. So
And he barely,
it's gonna be interesting.
I'd barely call that releasing a single, leaking a song on your YouTube. You know, like he barely put
Yeah,
out anything. It's
I
just
mean, I
been the
think
beef.
they might be on Apple Music. No,
Mm-mm. Watch the Party Die,
no,
still not on
yeah,
streaming
yeah. I
services.
guess not. Yeah,
That's the
Watch the
only one
Party Die is
outside of the
not.
beef.
Yeah, yeah. But even that feels like it's within the beef. So,
Exactly.
but
I kind of read it as the same way. Yeah.
I feel like a return on an Absol album would be fitting. I
Yeah.
mean, Absol is one of the goats of the West. I mean, crazy
Tyler was at
spitter.
the show. He could be on the Tyler album.
True. That
Tyler
is
was at
also
the
true.
pop out. Like they're homies too.
Actually, that's actually not a bad prediction for a feature for the Tyler album because
That'd be
I don't
big.
know. I feel like Kendrick just fits that vibe this year of
Yeah,
that album cover and the visuals for the
dude.
single. But
I would fucking love that if I
that would be
opened
crazy.
Chromacopia and Kendrick's name and Rocky's name
That
pop
would
up.
be crazy,
Earl's
dude.
names there. Dom, like
Yep.
imagine Earl, Frank, Kendrick, and Rocky. Like,
On one
bruh,
album, it might be the best album
throw
of his
Action
catalog.
Bronson on there. Fuck it,
Let's get West Side on there again.
dude. That's what we need.
For real. But
We get the
I
one
guess
album we're talking about later has a West Side feature though.
yes, it does. Actually, some great albums to review later. So
That West
stay
Side
tuned for
feature
that.
is fucking good.
It's really good. I know. Just wait, just wait, just wait.
It's
But
good.
other than Kendrick, who else on the Absol album do you think?
I mean, probably Schoolboy Q. Is
Yeah,
Wale still spitting nowadays?
Wale. I'm
I
not
feel
sure.
like
maybe.
they used to like put out shit together, didn't they? I feel like
I
in
think
the
so. Yeah,
early 20, like late 2000s, early 2010s,
Wale.
they were kind of out there together, but I don't really know. It's been a while since
Yeah,
I've listened to a full Ab Soul project. I feel
YG
like.
maybe. It's just gonna be the West guys. The homies that were at the pop out probably just got maybe linked up after the pop out, made an album quick,
I mean, we know Kendrick's been inside
dipped out.
cooking. He has verses. Give him out. Give him to
Yeah,
people. Get
that's
him on
true. That's
albums.
true.
So maybe he's on all these.
So yeah, we got two big albums coming up soon.
Huge.
Excited for that, man.
Also, I mean, this album just randomly dropped. There's also a second Yeet album this year that we're gonna have to review next week. We've already
Yep.
done one this year. Now Lifestyle's out. So like
Yep.
this year is we've done over 50 albums, a lot of great albums, and it's not done.
I
Like
guess
wouldn't
if
be
you want to
surprised
touch
if
on
we
the
get.
Yeet album too, I mean, I've heard good things about it. It dropped today. I haven't listened to it yet. Well, like you said, we'll do a review next week. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you expect from this too? I know you haven't really tapped in yet either.
Yeah, I haven't listened yet either because we had other albums we were reviewing, but I actually liked 2093 quite a bit. Not quite as much as you, but we both gave it high scores. We both liked it. There's really good songs on there like Breathe and others. So I don't really know because a lot of the times these artists who put out multiple projects a year, they're not doing what Future has done. Like they're usually not all good like how
Yeah,
Future did this year. So I kind of have mixed feelings about multiple albums a year.
yeah. No,
It
that's fair.
worries me. Like, is this 20 throwaway tracks from 2093? Is my thought.
Well, like I said, I've heard good things about it. Haven't seen no spoilers necessarily yet, but I guess we'll tap in next week, give y'all our review. But all right, what else we got here? We got Kendrick sweeping the BET Hip Hop Awards. What is this about, Tom?
So, I mean, we kind of saw this coming. I just want to throw a couple of these awards from the BET Hip Hop Awards on the screen. I believe it shows all of the nominees and then who won. So let me know if you would like switch the winner on any of these that Kendrick won. Because
All
Kendrick
right,
won a lot of them. Kendrick Lamar won 8 awards at the BET Hip Hop Awards. So
okay,
right
let's
here,
hear it.
Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
Fair.
You can read the nominees.
21 Savage.
Should Future have won over Kendrick is the question.
Um,
Because my answer is yes.
I think so too. I think after mixtape Pluto, we said that he's solidified the MVP for us. But I mean, Kendrick is a close second. I can't be mad at this selection.
I
He
get it.
did win the biggest rap beef of all time, and
With 4 songs.
Yeah, but that's really the thing. Future released 60 fucking good songs. So for
That's
me, it's
yeah.
Future, but second place is definitely Kendrick.
It's not
So I can't be too mad at it.
Glorilla. It's not Glorilla.
No,
That's not your
I
pick.
fuck with Glorilla though. I fuck
Me
with
too,
Glorilla,
but
so I can't
Future
say
and
no.
Kendrick had insane years. You can't pick Glorilla, but she got the nomination, so
Yeah,
shout
I mean,
out.
shout out. Yeah, shout out. All right,
Song
what
of the
else we got?
year, of course. Not Like Us takes home the dub in Song of the Year. Like That's on here. Fiend is on here.
I mean,
Those are
yeah.
those are the
What
two
are we
big
talking
ones.
about? It's
You don't.
obviously not Like Us or Like That. Again, I can't be mad at this selection. It's the most streamed song. It's like breaking every record. Apparently, it's the longest streamed #1 since Old Town Road.
Makes sense. You wouldn't go
Yeah,
Like That over Not Like Us?
I personally would. I think it's a better song,
I think I would
but
too. See,
it's not necessarily. It's not more impactful. Maybe it is though, because it did start the whole thing. So you could argue that it is, but
they're
what's
both.
better, like the first touchdown of a game or like the game-winning touchdown?
We all know the answer is the game is won in the fourth
Right,
quarter.
right, exactly.
So I
So
guess that means Not Like Us, though.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
contradicting myself.
right.
But it's hard. It's crazy that both of them are just Drake disses, though. It's funny.
It's kind
Okay.
of funny.
Best hip hop video, 8 a.m. in Charlotte. I love that video. Band for Band. Cool video. Enough. Cardi B. Type Shit. And the winner, Not Like Us. That one I would go Not Like Us, hands down. That's
Yeah,
the best video of the year.
yeah. I'm not
It,
really too familiar with the other videos, band for band. I'm not really sure what that video looks like.
you don't remember that
Type
one?
type shit. I don't really
It's
remember what that
whatever.
one looks like. It's
They're just
just like
hanging out in a
around a
parking
car,
garage. Yeah,
right? Yeah, like
exactly.
so. Nah. 8 a.m.
But
in Charlotte.
that's a good video though. He's got like the cool hair and the leather or the bomber jacket or whatever.
Right.
It's a cool
Right.
video.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I
I'll
love
take
that
your word.
song though. I'm biased, but
Not
it is
like
a
us
good one.
though. He
Yeah, that's the winner. There's no debate.
he brought together the entirety of Compton for that one. So it's not like us.
Number 4, lyricist of the year: 21 Savage, Cardi, Common, Drake, Kendrick, Lil Wayne, Megan, Nicki. Kendrick Lamar takes the dub. That's four
So
wins
it's really
so far.
crazy because like
No Future.
it's a good point though. But I would give lyricist of the year to Kendrick probably.
I
Like if
would
we're
too.
talking well written songs, he's got the best written songs. And
You know who
like
my number
Family
2 is?
Matters.
That's my
Drake.
number 2 though. Drake is the number 2.
Yeah,
No.
Drake would be my number 2. And I said Family Matters. I meant Meet the Grams. But yeah,
Okay.
Family Matters is up there.
I mean, yeah, Family Matters is a great written song. Like
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
up there too. Video director of the year. Shout out Dave Free. Come on the show. Dave Free and Kendrick Lamar share this award.
So it makes sense if why would you even give out this award if you already gave Not Like Us music video of the year? Obviously. Okay.
Well, they do that
Next.
like at the Oscars, you know, like they like to give people awards.
Okay. That's fair. It is the Oscars.
I mean,
It's
this
the
is just the
BET Hip Hop
BET
Awards,
awards,
but
but
yeah.
all award shows do that, you know. But they clearly won. Cole Bennett though nominated.
Yeah, shout out.
What was
Cole
his
Bennett.
biggest video of the year? Cole's. Any idea?
Probably
Would it be like the Juice one?
Probably the Eminem one. The
Yeah,
Doomsday 2, right? Is what it's called?
that's the one I was thinking as well. Yeah,
Yeah, probably that one.
makes sense. Shout out Cole Bennett though, legend, obviously.
Or
Impact
Toby.
track.
He did that one too.
Oh yeah, true. He had a big year actually. Impact track of the year.
Again.
Hiss, Humble Me, Precision, Yaglow, Not Like Us is the winner, obviously. See, this could have been
Obviously.
like that though. Impact track.
Yeah, I mean but again, is it the first touchdown of the game or is it it's the fourth quarter, so really did you could argue it had a bigger impact, not or like that. They're like right there. They're neck and neck. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
like that, not even nominated in the top 8.
yeah, interesting.
Best collaboration, like that takes this one.
There you
Obviously.
go.
But
There it
first
is.
person shooter nominated, even though it dropped in 2023, it was in October toward the end of the year. Band for
Yeah.
Band with Essential C and Lil Baby. You know, of course
I mean,
it's like that though.
you could argue first person shooter.
Right.
It's a great song.
I think as a song, I listen to that more than like that. But I mean, it makes sense to me that like that one.
Yeah, I mean, we say it all the time, but that first listen value of like that was just
Insane.
insane.
Literally insane.
We just said the same thing 3 times, but yeah, insane.
The
Next,
last one, Sweet 16, best featured verse, Kendrick Lamar on Like That. There you go.
again.
Drake on Meltdown is nominated, though.
Okay,
Cardi
fair
B
enough.
on Wannabe. A$AP Rocky on Gangsta. 21 Savage on Good Good. Lil Wayne on Brand New.
How back are we going here? Because these are
End of,
some 2023 albums.
yeah, the end of 2023. It's like October seems like is the cutoff because Utopia's on here. Fat D's on here.
When did Killer Mike's album come out? Because how is Andre 3000 not on here?
Yeah, the Killer Mike album was definitely last year, too.
Yeah,
2023.
but
Because it won the Grammy in
yeah, it
2023.
was last year. I don't know if it was like late in the year or what though, but
It was late in the year. But
yeah,
Kendrick just killed it at the BET Hip Hop
swept
Awards.
it.
Is he gonna do the same thing at the Grammys? Like, are they giving Not Like Us a Grammy for Best Rap Song of the Year? Is that what's gonna happen, or do they give it to Like That?
Probably not like us. I mean, just in
Wins
terms
the
of the
Grammy.
stream, yeah, it's the streaming records it's breaking is crazy.
It just damn that. I mean, Drake has basically
Isn't
whatever
that
he's like
crazy though?
boycotted the Grammys for the last few years, so he won't care, I guess, because he won't be there. But it's still just like a crazy world we live in.
It's really insane. Not like us is about to win
A
a song.
minor
It's
is gonna win a Grammy, dude.
That's wow. I'm
Kendrick
speechless.
just opened his mouth. You know,
I mean, great song too, but
Kendrick opened his mouth. That's what happens.
I mean, bro, but it broke so many records, dude.
I
It's
agree.
literally like, and it won the biggest rap beef of all time. So what are you gonna say?
Okay, before we blind rank albums and draft rappers, I have a list here that I want you to try to guess a few songs on. Have you looked at the
Okay.
list?
No.
Okay, perfect. So they asked AI, ChatGPT, whatever, what are the top 10 rap songs of all time?
Okay.
Throw out what comes to mind. I'll let you know if they're on here. I have 1 through 10.
I mean, "Lose Yourself" by Eminem has to be on there.
Lose Yourself is number 3 on the list. Eminem's
Yeah, I
iconic
mean,
track from 8 Mile capturing the hunger for success and resilience, says
yeah,
ChatGPT.
arguably the best rap song of all time, in my opinion.
I put it on the top 10 list if I'm making my list, yeah. Hard not to. There's a
Show
song
me
from
a
your
Millie.
favorite album.
Is
Not
a Millie
Carter
on
4.
here?
Not Carter 4, the other one.
That Carter, my Millie's not on Carter 4, but a Millie's not on here. That's interesting.
No, Millie's not on here.
My favorite
Lil
album
Wayne's
of all
not
time.
on here. No Lil Wayne.
It's kind of come on, ChatGPT. A Millie
Yeah.
should be on this list.
I
Let's
agree.
be real.
A Millie should be on the list. Put it at 9 at least. Like, do
Let's
something.
go New York State of Mind by Nas.
Nope, not on here. Nas is not
Are
here.
we dead
Oh,
ass?
nope, Nas is not here. No. But
So
what's
what do
your
we
favorite album
like?
that's not Carter 4? You tell me this is your favorite album all the time.
My favorite album?
Of all time. You've said it on the show probably 50 times. When asked what your favorite album is, you say Carter 4 and this.
Carter 4 is you. Oh, is it? I mean, Ready to Die, or is it
Yep.
Ready to Die?
That's the album, yes.
Okay. Juicy.
Juicy is number 1 on the
Okay.
list. The best
Okay.
hip-hop song of all time. A defining song in hip-hop history with its blend of success and struggle.
That makes sense.
But
Juicy
Biggie's
makes
on here
sense.
again.
Biggie's on here again.
The only double artist, I believe. Yeah. Looks like
What's
he's
the-
the only one on here twice.
Okay, so obviously we know Juicy. It could be Big Papa, or it could be Give Me the Loot.
Nope. It's
What the
Hypnotize at number 10.
Hypnotize. That makes sense. Okay,
At number
that
10.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Kendrick's
you
on
that
the
one.
list. What song?
Swimming pools.
Nope. A big, a poppier one.
Okay, it's like Humble.
Not that one. The
DNA.
the other one. The third one.
I'm blanking now.
All right.
Humble DNA. All right. Okay.
Those are like the 3 pop Kendrick songs.
That
in my
makes
opinion.
sense. That makes sense.
And then Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight is number 8. Kind of crazy.
I can't tap in with that one. I'm not really sure.
Shout out Martin Shkreli for this one.
Let me say, yeah, I was about to say fucking.
It's the
Why
one.
am I blanking on the song name?
Just sing the
The Wu-Tang
chorus.
song name.
Don't
Oh,
cheat.
Cream.
Yep. Cream, get
Yeah,
the
I
money,
was I
dollar
wasn't
bill,
cheating.
y'all.
Don't worry,
Uh,
I don't cheat. I
I
don't
saw
cheat.
your eyes go to a monitor.
Yeah, I was
Don't
just
look at
looking.
it.
I'm just trying to get my brain working because if I just dead stare, don't work. But all right, so Cream's on there.
The Message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five is number 6.
Okay.
And then
What
number
about like
5.
Gangster's Paradise by Coolio?
Nope. It should be. I love
I
that
think
song.
so. I think it should be.
Fight the Power by Public Enemy is number 5 on the
Okay,
list.
that's
Yeah.
fair. Fair enough.
And
Is there
then
Tupac on this list?
the next one's a Tupac song. The most iconic one, maybe. The most iconic West Coast song of all time.
Hit him up.
No. More iconic,
More iconic than Hit him up.
in my
How?
opinion. You hear it more in modern culture.
I'm blanking on Tupac songs right now.
Imagine you're watching a movie
Ambitions
in a
as a
movie.
writer.
Imagine you're in a movie theater. You sit down. You start seeing like a Cadillac wheel go across your screen. What song is playing?
I'm thinking like Dr. Dre next episode type shit.
Close. Dr. Dre and Tupac though.
Dr.
California Love, my bro.
Oh, California Love, bro. I keep forgetting about that song, bro.
I just feel like anytime you see a lowrider
You're right.
in a movie,
Yep,
it's that
you're
song.
right.
And then
I'm blanking.
Lose Yourself was number 3. Number 2 is another Dr. Dre song, actually, featuring Snoop Dogg, Nothing But a G Thing, and then
Okay.
Juicy.
Fuck.
Juicy at number 1. That's
I can't
according to
believe I'm forgetting these
ChatGPT.
songs.
Those are the top 10 rap songs of all time. What's
Fair enough.
missing? A Milli?
Literally
That's
all of them were released before I was born, except for like 3. But
Lose Yourself. You were alive.
that's
for that.
one.
That's the
So
one that
one.
counts. Kendrick's
I got
Alright was on
one for
Damn,
one.
wasn't it?
Yep. Kendrick's all right.
Is that on Damn? No.
Nah, that's on GKMC.
Okay,
sure.
yeah, I was gonna say
Or T-Pad?
Yeah, I think that might be on T-Pad.
T-Pad. Yeah, T-Pad.
But yeah, there you go. Kendrick made the list
go.
though, according to ChatGPT. Not
Shout out.
surprising. Everyone's
Shout
on the
out.
Kendrick wave nowadays.
Which ones are missing though? A Milli for sure.
Mm-hmm.
New York State of Mind by Nas. I mean, that's just like classic.
7 by
hip-hop.
Jedi Mind Tricks.
Sure.
Shout out.
Yep.
That was the first Jedi Mind Trick song I ever heard. 7. The one
That's
it's
such a
like
good
8
song.
minutes long. Everyone spits
Is that
a
the one that
crazy
goes
verse.
dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun? Yeah. I got you. I'm locked
that
in with
shit
you.
is insane.
Yep.
They forgot a
Shout out.
fact too.
Bro, if you're watching the show and like hip hop and don't know the rap group Jedi Mind Tricks, you gotta tap in, man. You gotta
And
tap
you don't
in.
like hip hop.
You don't like hip hop. They don't release music so much anymore, but tap into the 2009 to 2000, maybe even earlier.
I was
Maybe
gonna
like
say you could go
2001.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, you could go way back to like late 90s. So
No one was
tap
putting out albums like them in the early 2000s. They were super underground, but no one was doing that. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I mean-
insane.
up there with Wu-Tang as the best rap group of all time for me personally. So check them out.
They're number 1 to me.
But yeah, let's get into these main segments, man.
All right, let's. You want to blind rank some albums? I got 5 albums for you.
All right, bro. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a list of albums. I'm gonna give you one at a time. You rank them blind without knowing which ones are coming up, and then after you can give me your final order.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. That
Okay.
makes sense.
Number 1, we've talked about this album and him today already. Call Me If You Get Lost. Where would you rank that 1 through 5 without knowing the rest?
Tough. See, you could just give me like some terrible albums, or you can give me like some of my favorite albums of all time. I feel like 3 is safe always for the first one.
That's fair. Okay, well, next we have a modern classic, in my opinion, The Forever Story by J.I.D.
Oh man, that's interesting because I also have that on my list. So that'll be my first guess or first give to you. But The Forever Story by J.I.D. I like it more than Call Me If You Get Lost, so it has to be a 2. I'm gonna leave that one spot open though.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I think I would go Forever Story over that as well, though, if I had to, like, pick. Okay,
Yeah.
number 3, a little curveball for you. It's Almost Dry by Pusha T.
Wow. So that's either 1 or 4. I mean, can't be 5. But also, you could give me like a Carter 4, one of my favorites of all time. Fuck. I'll go 4. Maybe hot take, but I'll go 4.
I thought that's where you would go.
Okay.
Okay, next one. Savage Mode 2, 21 Savage and Metro Boomin.
Wow. This is hard. Sweet. Now you might fuck me because if I put this at 5 and you give me a terrible album, then I just look stupid
I'll tell you
because
this,
this
it's
is
not a
another great
terrible album.
album.
I'm
All right,
not
I'll
giving
go
you a
5
terrible album.
because another great album. But what are we talking? These are like some of the best, some of my favorite rap albums ever. So, what's my number 1?
I'm not sure if you would have put this at number 1. I don't think you'll be mad about it. Local Buffalo Legend, West Side Gun, album cover designed by Virgil himself. Pray for Paris. That's your number 1.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I thought you might be. I don't know. I might go Forever Story at 1 over Pray for Paris or something.
Yeah, maybe.
If I had to rank them, but
maybe
I didn't think you'd be mad about that.
Like you said, I think if I had to switch them around, maybe Forever Story number 1, Pray for Paris 2, and then the rest I would probably leave as is.
3, 4,
I mean,
5. Yeah.
Call Me If You Get Lost is, like I said, my favorite Tyler album, arguably. But again, West Side Gun put Buffalo on the map with Pray for Paris. So you could argue number 1, but it's tough. It's a toss up between Pray for Paris and The Forever Story for me. 2 great albums.
I think we actually have the same ranking, though. I would flip 1 and 2 and keep the rest of where you are.
I think if I had to, I would probably go Forever Story, just by a slight edge.
It's so good.
Yeah. So
it's insane. I just listened to it this week. The Forever Story, bro, it is insanely good.
All right, Tom, back at you. Blind rank these 5 albums, and then after, you can put them in order of your liking.
Mm-hmm.
Like you asked me, we got The Forever Story by JID. Where's this going?
I forgot you were going to give me that. It kind of just surprised me still. See, because I just said I would put this at number 1 maybe on the 5 I gave you. So I can't just put this at number 1, though. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do what you did. I'm going to put it at number 2. Okay. There's going to be a better album on here.
All right. Well,
that's what I'm doing.
Next, we got Recovery by Eminem. Where are you throwing Recovery on this list?
If I had to give up an album forever out of those 2, I'm giving up The Forever Story. But I am going to put Recovery.
Maybe hot take. That's a hot take.
But that's my take, and that's my truth.
That's fair.
That's just my truth, bro.
I'm not too far off from you. I
can't give up Spacebound, man.
Fair enough, though. You put it 3.
Yeah.
You made them. They're not coming for you today. Not coming for you today. But all right. Recovery at 3, Forever Story by JID at 2. Next, we got The Melodic Blue by Baby Keem. I'm sorry. Where are you throwing The Melodic Blue by Baby Keem?
I thought that you might do that. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
See, that and The Forever Story are so crazy good. It's like actually not talked about enough.
So good.
I'm going to put that at 4 under Recovery. Yeah. I'm holding out.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about it.
I think, unfortunately, you shouldn't be. Because next we got 2093 by Yeet. Where are you throwing 2093?
You can throw that in the 5 spot. What's my number 1 album?
Yeah, you sold, my boy. We got Genre Sad Boy at number 1. Trippy Red and MGK. I'm sorry, I had to do you like that. Played you like a fiddle.
That's dirty work right there. That's fun.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I'm quitting, bro. Well, so I would genuinely put Genre Sad Boy at 6. I would leave 5 blank, and I would move the rest up.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I would go.
Oh shit!
In my real life, like my vulnerable truth, is Recovery at 1, bro.
You can say it, bro. It's all right.
Recovery's my number 1 album out of these.
That's fair.
And then I'm going Forever Story. Then I'm going Melodic Blue. Then I'm going 2093. Then a blank spot. Then Genre Sad Boy. Maybe another blank spot or 2 in between. Put Genre Sad Boy way down there. But yeah, Recovery's my number 1 if I'm reordering. Honestly.
Okay. Like I think if I had to choose, I'd probably Forever Story might take number 1 for me. Probably Melodic Blue number 2. Again, it's close, so I could easily go Melodic Blue. It depends what I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling a little bluesy, a little vocalish, I'll go Melodic Blue. If I'm feeling more like rapish, go Forever Story. So I'll go 1A, 1B. 3 is going to be Recovery for me, and then 2093, obviously, and Genre Sad Boy. Couple spots down, like you said. So
I thought you'd go Genre Sad Boy over 2093. I know you love that.
Of course not. Of course not.
Damn. Yeah.
Got you.
Recovery is just good. Like,
I know we
it's
got hate on it for it going so far in our
modern classic
2010,
bracket.
yeah, modern classic bracket.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Whack
people
haters,
just
bro.
are they're sleeping. It's easily Eminem's most thoughtful project,
It's so good.
and it's
Every
got great
song
rapping.
smacks.
Like, all right, but
Seduction, bro. Seriously.
I know for real though.
Spacebound.
What are we
What are we
talking about?
talking about?
Cinderella Man? Come on
Yeah.
now.
It just, yeah. I mean, yeah.
On
People
Fire?
suck. They're stupid.
Cold Wind Blows? What are we
No
talking
love,
about? No Love?
bruh.
Not Afraid? We didn't
Not
even talk
afraid.
about the biggest song on the album.
Yeah, exactly. People are
All right.
dumb, bro.
So, on to our final segment of the day. We are
Mhm.
going to be drafting rappers from three different decades. We got the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. Going to be
Mhm.
interesting. We're going to go back and forth, kind of battle it out and see who has the better team at the end of each draft.
Mhm.
5 rounds within each draft, 15 rounds total. So let's do it, man.
Okay. When I draft, I'm gonna type mine in just so I don't forget my team. I would recommend you
Okay.
type your names in when you draft them so you don't lose track of who you pick.
Thank you.
Yeah, just looking out.
You know how I do. I'm sorry. It is how it is.
I guess we go in order, right? Start with 90s then.
Yeah. How do we flip a coin? You want to be gentlemanly? How do we do this? I mean, I'll let you have first here if you let me
No.
have first on the next one.
You take first here. You
No,
can
I'll
go
take first on the next one.
Well, then I get first twice
What do you mean?
because I get 90s and 10s. So whoever goes first now gets to go first twice.
I don't care. I'll take the first. I'll take
You want
first
the 2000s?
next.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
I'll take my 90s pick. I'm not mad about
Okay.
that. But
All right.
I really don't even know which one I want though.
Right. There's 3.
Yeah. There's 3. Like
There
basically. I am going to go with Nas. That's going to be
Okay.
my first overall pick in the 90s draft. I'm taking Nas. I know who you're going to take and I'm sad that I don't have him, but I'm going Nas. It is
Yeah.
he's the one that I'm taking.
Fair enough. He would have been my number 1 too.
He would have.
So, yeah, of course. Illmatic. I mean,
It was
alone
written.
carries it. It was written. Some of the greatest rap of all time. So yeah, easily Nas number 1, the GOAT. Really, if we're talking about it. But for me, my number 1 is gonna be the Notorious B.I.G. Gotta Take Him. Ready to Die. Like you said, my favorite album of all time, arguably. So I'm taking Notorious B.I.G. on this one.
You know who I'm taking next?
I do.
The man, the myth, the legend, gone too soon. Big L. That's my number 2 pick. Nas and Big L, I'm happy with that.
Okay. See, I thought you were gonna go a different direction,
You're
and you're gonna
Biggie
leave
and
me
Pac.
with him. I'll take
Yeah.
Biggie and Pac. I mean, what are we
Yeah.
talking about? I don't know.
Can't complain.
I don't know. Can't complain with that one. So
Yeah.
but
You have the
Nas and
name
Big L
power.
versus Big and Pac though. That's crazy.
Never seen them in a room together. That would have been amazing. Imagine if all
That would've
4 of
been
those
insane.
guys were on a song. Like, they didn't do that back in the day. But
That would
imagine
be-
if they did.
Fucking crazy.
Okay. See, this is where it gets tough. My
Yeah, it
third
gets a little
pick,
slim here.
Nas, Big L, Tupac, and Biggie are all gone. Those were my top 4. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna go Snoop Dogg at number 3.
Ooh, good snipe. I was thinking about it.
I'm taking Snoop.
Doggy Style.
Yeah.
You know, Murder Was the Case, arguably one of the greatest rap songs of all time, in my opinion. So
My
fair.
dog is named after him. Shout out.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Homer pick.
Ooh, see, I got a couple ways I could go here with this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tough.
See, there's one guy I'm looking at in 2 different decades,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts here. I guess I'll go with him, and I'll just fuck it. I'm gonna go Jay-Z on this one. I got Big Pac and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna take Big Punisher with my 4th pick.
That was gonna be I was debating between Jay and Big Pun. Great
That
pick.
in the middle of Little Italy, little did we know
Little
that we riddled
Italy.
2 metal men who didn't do diddly. I mean,
They didn't do diddly, bro. And they got riddled.
Big Pun's my fourth pick. Nas, Big L, Snoop Dogg, Big Pun.
See, now this, you could go a few different ways with this next couple picks here.
I think I know who I want with my last one, so it depends on what you do here.
I'm gonna go maybe a little sneaky pick. Shouldn't be sneaky, but it is. I'm gonna go Lauryn Hill.
Yep.
Lauryn Hill, Miseducation, arguably one of the best rap albums of all time. I'm gonna go Lauryn Hill.
Fair.
Okay.
You know who I'm taking with my last pick? This is gonna shock you. I'm gonna take Will Smith.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's great. Fair. Hey, he was big. He was really big.
Dude, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He had the drip. He had a legend. He had hits.
Hey,
he was rapping clean. No cuss words for the kids. Showing love to some underloved 90 rappers here. Will Smith is coming on the team as my number 5. He's my center. I like him there. He's big.
Center.
Yeah, he's my center. I like Will Smith at center. He's my 5th
All right.
pick.
Well, I'm gonna go a 2-headed monster here. We did discuss that we could do groups and duos before we started this, but a couple duos you could look at in the 90s. The one I'm looking at though might surprise you. I'm going Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
Mobb Deep for my final pick here. So I guess to run back the list, I got Mobb Deep at 5. I got Lauryn Hill at 4. I've got Jay-Z at 3. I've got Pac at 2. I've got the Notorious B.I.G. at 1. That is all-star.
I have Will Smith at 5. Shout out.
Shout out.
I have Big Pun at 4, Snoop with my 3rd pick, Big L with my 2nd, and Nas with the 1st pick.
Hey. Well, let us know in the comments who won that one. I think I swept the floor with you. Shout out Will Smith.
I wanted to show him some love, man.
Hey, fair enough.
I could have went Outkast. I could have went, someone else, but I wanted Will Smith on the team. He brings the morale. He brings the juice.
I considered Outkast over Mobb Deep, but Hell on Earth, I mean, you know how it is. But all right, on to our next draft. We got the 2000s. I'm going first this time.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I'm taking. It's Eminem, the best 2000s rapper. Give me him.
All right, that makes it easy for me. I'm taking Kanye with my 1st pick.
Okay, fair enough. And this is why I wanted the 2000s first pick, because I had a strategy.
Yeah.
Give me my 2 favorite rappers of all time, Eminem and Lil Wayne.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm gonna counter you though with 50.
Okay.
Keep me in the game,
fair.
No
Kanye and 50, you can't Yeah. You can't write them
They're
off.
kind of like the Biggie and Pac of the 2000s, people say.
Okay. And
they don't say that.
I'm going to kind of cheat again here and take the double-headed monster. I'm going Outkast this time.
That would have been my next pick.
Stank on Ya, Speaker Box, both released in the 2000s, so.
Yeah, that was going to be my next pick. But I'm going to go with an underappreciated legend. I'm taking Nelly.
Nelly, I had him on here.
I mean, he has so many hits from the 2000s. It's insane. Yeah. He was pumping them out. He put Air Forces on the map. It's hot in here.
I could go a couple different ways now. I'm thinking, though. I think I'm going to go. I'm going to go with T.I. I'm going to go with T.I. with this pick.
Okay.
My 4th pick.
I thought he might get picked, yeah.
Had a generational run there.
See, this... I am kind of making this pick off of one album alone, but I think it's worth it. I'm going MF Doom with my 4th pick.
Fuck, how do I not think about MF Doom?
Mad Villainy was 04.
Damn!
MF Doom was in his prime in the 2000s.
Great pick.
I'm taking MF Doom.
I would have taken MF Doom over T.I. for sure, so good pick. Yeah. I guess for this last one, I'm going to just do it for the meme. I'm taking Soulja Boy. Give me Soulja Boy as my 5th pick in the 2000s rapper draft.
I figured he would be on your list.
Gotta be, bro. Iconic 2000s rapper. Maybe the most iconic 2000s rapper. Oh, shit.
See, you know what? I have to do it. I wasn't sure if he would make it to me. There's a few names running around. You had made all your picks, so I can talk I was thinking,
Yep.
Chris Brown is on here. He had a lot
Fair.
of hits. Ludacris was killing it.
Yep. I was
But I'm
thinking T
going.
Pain even.
That's my pick. I'm
T
going with
Pain.
T-Pain. That's the guy.
Fair enough.
I'm in love with a stripper. Buy you a
Yep.
drink.
Yep.
Aspen. I mean, T-Pain, legend. I was listening to so much T-Pain
Oh
in the
yeah, dude.
2000s. It's insane. T-Pain's my fifth pick. So I have Kanye West, 50 Cent, Nelly, MF Doom, and T-Pain.
Solid.
That's a crazy
Solid.
list.
I got the Soldier Boy at the 5 playing center. I
Yeah.
got Ti over on the corner. I got Outkast at 3. I got Wayne at 2 and M at 1.
Lil Wayne
Crazy.
taking your shots, though. I like that.
Yeah, pulling up from the 3
Yeah,
for sure.
dude. Wayne's your shooting guard, so
For
kind of
sure.
fuck with that.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
On to the final draft of the segment. Tom, open this one up. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking there's a lot
This
of
is
good
2010s,
rappers.
by the way. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
2010s, best rappers of the 2010s. Who
When
is it?
rap has now taken over the earth and is the number one genre in all of music, so
Yep.
a lot of options at this point in music.
Many
90s was
options.
thin. Now we're talking millions of people you could choose from.
Yeah, literally.
I am gonna go Kendrick number 1. I feel like he deserves to be the first pick. So many iconic albums. I'm taking
Yeah.
Kendrick here. I have
That's
to.
fair.
Kendrick's
Completely
my number
fair.
1 pick. Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like I just have to do it and go the opposite side of the coin, and I'm going to take Drake.
Yeah.
I got to take Drake on this one. I mean, 2010's rapper is Drake. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at that, but Kendrick is a good pick.
Okay. Interesting. I think I am gonna go with Tyler the Creator at my number 2 spot. So many good albums in the 10s. I don't get Call Me If You Get Lost. That's technically in the 20s, but I get everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna go Tyler, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's a great pick, honestly. Great sneaky pick. I'm gonna go with one of the GOATs, and I'm gonna go with J. Cole here. 2010's rapper, Drake and J.
Yeah.
Cole. Got to. I had to with there.
Okay. I thought you might take the guy that I want next, so I am going to take him here. Also multiple masterpiece instant classics in this decade. I'm gonna go Travis Scott.
Okay. All right.
Rodeo,
Yep, good pick.
Astro World, lots of.
Yep.
I mean, Birds in the Trap.
I had Travis
Scott.
and Tyler on here coming up on my list too shortly, but
yeah, I'm taking Travis here.
All right. So I could go a few different ways, but I'm going to go with my current 2024 MVP. I'm going Future with my third pick. Drake, Cole, and Future, 2010s rappers. That's a super team right there.
I was about to take Future if you didn't. That makes my decision very easy. I'm going Young Thug with my fourth pick.
Good pick.
There's so many Young Thug songs from the 2010s that I fucking love. Like, Thug here makes perfect sense to me. I'm taking Young Thug.
So now it's tough.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at one name that really defined my childhood. And I'm going to take Joey Badass here at the 4 spot.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Joey Badass. Give me him. 1999. Easy enough.
So with my last pick, I'm going to take the man that I credit with, getting me into modern rap music out of the old school. I'm taking a Lil Baby with my last pick.
Yep, that's a good pick. I thought about it. You don't get his best album with My Turn, but you get everything before that, which was his legendary run. Great pick. Oof.
As long as I have freestyle, I'm happy.
Well, I'm going to round this off here, and I'm going to go with some versatility. I'm taking Mac Miller as my 5.
He actually wasn't on my list. He should have been. That's dumb of me.
Is going to be my 5. Probably should have went earlier. To be honest.
He should have been on my list. I should have taken him. I'm not mad at my team, but that was a mishap by me. Mac wasn't on my list. I missed him.
So I got Mac at 5, Joey Badass at 4, Future at 3, Cole at 2, and Drake at 1.
Oof. I have Lil Baby at 5, Thug at 4, Travis Scott at 3, Tyler the Creator at 2, and Kendrick Lamar at 1.
Okay, fair enough.
I think if I have a chance at any, it's that one.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
you did win the other.
I think they were semi close. I mean,
yeah,
They were
If I would have went
semi-close.
Outkast over Will Smith, maybe I would have been better. But
Yeah, maybe,
Will Smith,
maybe.
just like, I wanted to put him on my team.
And then
He's
I
a locker
guess
room guy.
in 6 years we'll do the 2020s. Nah, we'll do
Sure,
best
gotta
rappers
wait.
of 2020s segment coming up here. I mean, I have some names written down. I got JID obviously in the contention. J Cole, easily one of the best rappers of the 2020s. Kendrick,
Keen, Kendrick,
obviously.
Tyler,
Baby Keem,
Future, 21,
Denzel,
Drake. Yeah,
Rome Streetz. You know what I'm
the,
saying?
the list goes on. We could
Pop
do like
Smoke
20
was
rounds
on
of
there.
that.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's the episode.
Nope.
Hope you all enjoyed it. No? Oh, yeah.
Music.
I forgot.
We gotta
That's
review
not the
albums real
episode.
quick. That's
That's
not
not
the
the
episode.
episode.
Nope.
We
That's
got the
not
most
episode.
important part of the episode, essentially.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you forgot to listen to the albums.
No, I didn't. I just pulling up my
No, I know. I was like, wait a minute.
some great albums.
Can't end. Yeah, we had good
No,
albums.
I'm
this
glad
week.
you caught
We
me
gotta
because
talk
these are
about
some
them.
great albums. Yeah.
I feel
So
like, yeah,
first,
we've had some strong weeks recently.
we got Rome Streetz and Daringer, Hatton Garden Holdup, and we also got BigXthaPlug's Take Care, his second album of his career. What are you feeling? Which one first?
Let's talk Big X.
All right, I like Big X first, so go ahead, man. What you got?
Okay, well, I've heard Big X's name around. I know he's had buzz online. He had that song that blew up. Like, he's had some songs blow up. I'm familiar with him. This is my first time like listening to a full project of his. I really do like his like unique flow and delivery that he has. It's like super deep voice, kind of comes off
Yeah.
as like he's just chilling on a couch spitting. But
Yeah,
he's
he's got a
also
super
rapping.
iconic flow now. Like it's like
Yeah.
right to his name. It's very iconic, and I do fuck with it heavily too.
But he also sounds like he's chill, but he's rapping his ass off. So there's a weird like, I don't know. I really like it. It's fun to listen to. I'm a fan. I really like the beat on Lost the Love. That might be my favorite beat on the album. Change Me is really good. I like his flow and sound a lot through the first few songs, but I was starting to get a little worried that, okay, a lot of these songs kind of sound the same. We need some switches up, like some switch ups here. Leave Me Alone, really good. Like, even if these songs do kind of sound similar, like, dude, they're just like a vibe. Throw these on the car full blast. Like, you can just really vibe to these songs. Something about his voice. You can just, like, get down with these. They're
Yeah, his
good,
voice
fun
is
songs.
unmatched. Really, it's so good.
Law and Order, though, that song, the sample flip with the Law and Order theme song is amazing. I don't think I've ever heard that. I really liked it, actually. 2 a.m. is a track on here. He gets a little more introspective, meaningful lyrics, which is a switch up. That's kind of the only song he really does that on here. I thought it was good. Well, you do get a little bit of the storytelling on Story of X, and that's kind of like the other more introspective one. Hopefully we see more of that from him in the future. And a lot of albums that we listen
It's
to,
interesting.
I feel like a lot of albums we listen to, they get worse as we get toward the end of the album. Like, the beginning's really good, but I actually liked The Largest and and like there's some good songs on the back half of this, which is nice. The Largest is probably my favorite song on the album. It's definitely one of them. The horns and the production, just a good song. Is just like a bop, hard to deny. Is a bop, certified bop. Can't really argue that. Overall, like a fun, solid project. I thought it is only like 31 minutes or something, so I find it hard to give a 30-minute project like a super high score. There's just not like a ton to dig into. But I thought this was pretty good. I'm right around like an 8 probably. Somewhere in that range. High 7, 8 maybe, like right on the cusp of an 8. I did really like it though. It's a fun album. It's short, not a like struggle to listen to at all. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not far from there at all either. Like uh, around that 7.5, 8 range. I thought it was great. He opens up, like I said, with his iconic flow, super iconic to his name. Like you said, his sound and his flow and cadence.
Can't mistake it for anyone else.
You really can't mistake it for anybody else, which is something to be said, especially in 2024. And you mentioned that there wasn't very many like introspective, more thoughtful performances, but that was the one thing that actually stood out to me on this album was that almost every song I felt like was like that, super thought out, very meaningful. It felt like an overall very meaningful project. Like you said, we got the Leave Me Alone saying that the fame's been stressing him out, need a moment for himself. and then nobody cared about you when you were broke, and everybody wants a piece. Like you said, 2 a.m. He goes into the storytelling kind of where he cheats on his girl, and then he comes home to her cheating on him, and then he wakes up and it's just a dream. Um,
Shout out to the
Therapy
girl.
Session is another great song, and these song concepts I thought are really impressive for a young rapper. Like talking to a therapist and making it a song is just a great concept for a song, especially with 2 a.m. with the one I just mentioned, him cheating, waking up. You know what I'm saying? The dream.
Yeah,
I
they're
thought
not
there was
just
some,
like completely shells of songs. Like there is
yeah,
substance in the songs.
they're great concepts for songs. You know what I'm saying? And there's something to be said for that, especially as a young rapper. Um, the one thing I do think is his flow is a little one dimensional, and I
That's
mean
the
you can
main
work
thing.
on that. Yeah, you can. I feel like there's a lot of upside for him. I'm excited to hear more from him. Um, the great soulful production, like on shit like "Lost the Love," really goes great with his deep voice. I
That
thought
beat,
so
that's my
good.
favorite beat, I think.
You know me, I like the shorter runtime albums with the shorter songs. So I like that. Like he spit one long verse and that's the whole song. I don't need no hook or whatever. He spit one long verse, a hook, and then that's the song. Like
Yeah.
it's nice.
You
I
still
like the
get 14
shorter.
tracks, even though it's only
Yeah,
30 minutes.
yeah, that's what's nice about it. And it's still a shorter, more concise album, even though it's 14 tracks. It's only 35 minutes or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Not a chore to listen to this at all.
nah. But felt like a great performance, I thought, from Big X, continuing his huge run with solid rapping performances, showcasing, like I said, his iconic flow and sound throughout, on top of the more insightful and meaningful verses and messaging, complemented by some solid production from Bandplay and Tony Cole and more. I feel like I said, his rapping has room to evolve, but I'm excited to listen to more of them, to be honest, because I really fucked with it. There's some really high energy shit in there that I enjoyed. But yeah, I give it around a 7.5.
Okay, yeah, I might be a little higher than you. I probably would go to like a 7, 8, would probably be like my final score, but like it is good.
Yeah,
Like
no,
it's good.
it's honestly maybe better than I expected because I didn't hear much from him, only a couple of songs. I thought it was really good. The song concepts, the meaningfulness of the songs, and the messaging was all solid to me. And obviously the rapping was good, flows, great cadences. I fuck with it.
Well, where does it go on the tier list with the rest of the albums that we've listened to this year? Over 50 at this point. Where does it
Oh
go?
yeah, way I feel like way over,
Yeah,
but
we're getting to like 70 at this point. We're definitely breaking 100.
fuck.
That means an album every 2 days all year, basically. 2 or 3 days, however math works.
See, it falls into that one dimensional like Gunna area, but I feel like it's more impressive for
I'm
some
in that
reason, maybe
I'm
maybe more meaningful.
I'm in that tier as well. I kind of put this on par with like the Ski Mask joint almost.
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite as good as Plan A by Lil Tecca
Yeah.
because I really have been bumping that a little bit here and there
Would you
recently.
say better than the Grizzly one that we listened to last week? Or just below that guy? Above Mr. Ski, below T Grizzly.
Yeah, that seems fair. I mean, maybe yeah, maybe above T for me. I thought it was impressive. But yeah, right around there. I am mad with either of those.
No, yeah, but I agree. It was better than I expected. Our homie Devin hit me up. He's like, "Yo, have you heard of BigXthaPlug? He just put out a new album. You should listen to it." I was like, "I'm listening to it tomorrow for the pod." So
Hell yeah.
people are talking about it. Someone recommended me this album right before I listened to it. So other people like it too. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a great album. But on to an even better album, in my
I agree.
opinion.
I agree.
Rome Streetz and Daringer.
Yeah.
What do you have to say really about that combination? Hatton Garden Holdup and Rome Streetz comes out the gate saying designer rhymes, your shit dollar store. And he really just that's the first line of the whole album. And he just shows that really throughout the entire album, on top of amazing Derringer production. Great flows, obviously, throughout, and wordplay on the second verse of Starbucks. I thought was one of the highlight verses.
So good.
The braggadocious and confident flows and cadences just really get you locked in. The Derringer production that's almost otherworldly on songs like Sage with the UFO hints in the back of your ears mixed with a solid Schoolboy Q feature, which
One of the best produced albums of the year, in my opinion. So fucking good.
easily,
Top 3.
easily. And the Schoolboy Q feature on Sage just feels like it fits perfectly.
Yeah,
I
their
love the
vibes really work together. That Schoolboy Q feature. I love that song. And that beat on that song is like spooky
so
ass
good.
dark
It's so
vibes.
good.
It's like an October song. I don't know. Something about that Schoolboy Q song hits.
If we want to talk about amazing production though, Cadillac Smoke, I closed my eyes when I first listened to this song, bro. And as soon as that first like riff hit, I I straight up got chills, bro. And then I started it over and did it. I got chills again. Like just a three-headed monster, really, on Cadillac Smoke, with Daringer, Rome, and Mayhem Lauren on the track. All went crazy, did their job. I mean, Rome Streetz obviously doing his thing, spitting. Daringer doing his fucking thing. Like that beat is so good. Maybe one of the best beats of the year, in my opinion.
It's
And
so
we
good.
talked about it earlier. Great West Side Gun verse. And of
Dude.
course, Rome coming correct on Black Widow. Maybe one of the better West Side Gun verses in the past year.
Dude.
Well, he had why am I blanking? And then you pray for me recently.
Yeah.
So
But that Black Widow with West Side Gun, there's like it's literally like 10 or 11 seconds of instrumental in the beginning, and then boom, West Side Gun verse just 10 seconds in, just spits this fucking amazing verse, followed by
so
Rome
good.
Streetz verse. Definitely one of my favorites on the album. Black Widow with West Side Gun is so fucking good.
Then
Like,
he
damn.
goes
And it
into
opens up with the West Side verse, though. Like, they just did that one right.
hell yeah. Then it goes into 100 schemes where he's mentioning the Isaac
Yeah.
uh Palayo art and shit. Third eye focus like an Isaac Palayo. Like just the references I thought were just great. Pro Tro is basically my Biggie and Big L moment, like we were talking about earlier with Conway and Rome
Yeah.
Streetz. It really just it felt like I was stepped in a time machine. Straight up was listening to Biggie and Big L almost for a minute. Two of my goats going
Yeah.
in, both great verses and a great hook. Grimy, just amazing flows really throughout the whole thing. And verse 2 of Jimmy's Headband, wow,
I like
maybe one
that
of the
track a
best
lot, too.
verses of
Yeah.
the year for me. Uh, and another track that stood out was SpaceX, which
Dude,
literally felt like him blasting into the atmosphere with how crazily he was rapping.
he
Maybe one of
goes
the best rap
fucking
songs
insane.
of the year, and maybe past couple years for me out of anybody. Like an
The
amazing
pace
song.
the pace and
It's
the
crazy.
speed on SpaceX just picks up. You're like, what the fuck is going on? I am
It's
ready for
wild,
this.
bro.
It's
It's
insane.
wild. I mean, it was a masterclass performance by both Rome Streetz and Daringer throughout the album. They felt like they perfectly complemented one another, both taking front stage. Rome and Daringer and Rome, like they played off each other so well, and proving really that they're some of the best, if not the best, in the game. From the authentic New York sound, the grimy, confident cadences and flows, the immaculate wordplay, some of the best overall rapping performances, like I mentioned on SpaceX, from Rome Streetz, to the unique, again, grimy, at points futuristic with the UFO sounds, otherworldly beats with Cadillac Smoke that give you chills from Daringer, the great feature performances from West Side Gun, Schoolboy Q, Conway. I mean, this is a near perfect album for me. I gave this a 9 out of 10. I could even go higher.
I went higher.
Fair enough.
I guess the only thing I would really add is like basically every song on this album is fire. The production is like dark and ominous and so good. One of the best produced albums of the year. The songs with features, I know it's kind of a cheat code, but like Conway, West Side, Schoolboy, like the feature songs are some of my favorites just because they're the most re-listenable. But even all the other solo songs with just Roman Derringer, they're all good. I gave this a 9.3 out of 10.
Dude, it's
Like
so good. I'm
definitely
glad
one
we're
of
on the
my
same page.
definitely one of my favorites of the year. Hard to deny. The production's insane. Rome kills it. All the features are good. The West Side one is probably my favorite. It's just I love that West Side song. But yeah, I'm at a 9.3, 9.4, right around there.
Hell
It's
yeah.
up there. It's good.
Definitely one of the best rap albums of the year for me. And I think we know what tier this is going into. This is going into the perfect rap album tier. It just is.
Right there, above Ka. It doesn't really matter. It's in the perfect tier.
I might put it above Logic. I might put it above J. Cole.
That's
if
where
I'm
at.
really thinking about it.
I'm right there, personally.
I'm
It's in
okay
my
with
top
that.
5.
I'm okay with that. Like, I genuinely think it is one of the best albums of the year. Just overall, from the production to the rapping. So good. It's so good. Let's leave it
Also,
there.
only 44 minutes, 14 or whatever tracks, perfect runtime.
Concise. Yes, dude. Like,
perfect runtime.
Oh, God, it was amazing album. Amazing album.
If that's an hour 15, I get sick of it and I probably lower it to an 8.7. It's the perfect 44 minutes. You leave just wanting a little bit more. It's perfect. It's so good.
SpaceX.
That's
gonna be one of them songs I try to remember. You feel me? So
wait, hang on. I had a specific note on SpaceX. I wrote, Rome is going absolutely crazy on SpaceX.
Yeah.
The pace and speed really pick up here, and it's sick as fuck. That's
I wrote SpaceX literally feels like him blasting off into space, just going absolutely berserk.
It's insane. That track is crazy. Go listen to SpaceX off the new Rome Streetz project.
Crazy.
And check out the West Side Gun feature while you're there. Damn, there's some good tracks on there though. I actually add them to my playlist, and that's how you know that I'm fucking with it.
I'm glad you were even more receptive to it than I am. I mean, Rome Streetz is one of my favorite rappers, maybe of all time now. I mean, if we were doing a 2020s tier list or draft, pick? I'm saying he might be my first pick. Low key, he's up there. But all right, that's the episode. Officially, we've done everything. Next week we got Yeet Lifestyle to review, along with another album. Not quite sure what we're gonna do. Yeah, at least one more album. Obviously, we're going to have more music to review, more segments coming at you. So subscribe, like the video, comment, mean comments or nice comments. It don't matter. Share with your friends. Peace.
Love you guys. See you next week. Subscribe.
Deuces.
It's Off the Top Podcast. Got you laughing like you hit the gas pack. Show is crazy like you watching Mad Max. Every other podcast is mad whack. Off the Top